Hey, I'm Jim,
I'm Heather.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Sean.
and we're with,
GamersBliss.com.
and we're gonna bring you behind the scenes for E3
Check
2013.
out the EA booth.
With 64-player multiplayer.
So we're here at the Sega booth, and we're checking out Sonic the Lost World, which is a Wii U exclusive. And Sean just actually got a chance to play the demo. What'd you think of it, man?
Oh man, it was one of the best experiences. Sonic is back, and he's in the old form, classic form. You got the critters at the end whenever you finish the level. It's almost like playing Super Mario Galaxy. It's exactly like that. You're kind of going from one world to the next, but it's really, on this playing field. I played another level that was kind of more like an old school Sonic level, but it just felt a little bit too slow. Let's hope that Sega knows what they're doing and speed things up.
But definitely different type of gameplay. Whole another type of gameplay, you think? Or a combination of some?
It's definitely a combination of old school, and that's what we need, as far as Sonic is concerned, and as far as the gamers are concerned. Hopefully Sega knows what they're doing with this one. It looks like, from what I played two different levels. The first level is great. The second level is needs a little bit more on it. It's called Desert Ruins, and he's taking a lot of Mario's old tricks and he's using them, and that's what I like about Sonic right now.
All right, awesome. Well, moving on, let's get to the next thing. So we just got out of the Bethesda meeting, and we got a preview of The Evil Within for the first time, which looked absolutely amazing, but they can make anything look amazing. I wish we got to show the video to you guys, but unfortunately it was a private meeting, and I'm not sure if any of that will get leaked or published. But it's basically a Japanese developer that Bethesda picked up, and they are telling us that they're going back to the roots when it comes to survival horror. And they also said it was going to be an action type game, which kind of worried me at first, but once I saw the gameplay, it was actually very impressive. You start off as a detective, and then it basically goes nuts from there. They combine every aspect from all the old school survival horror, whether it's different dimensions, obviously you have less ammo, but they really seem to grasp the concept of the old school survival horror. So with that, let's move on to the next one.
In front of the one and only Activision, they show impressive Call of Duty Ghosts displays on this big screen and show off Skylander Swap Force, Call of Duty Ghosts, Destiny, and Diablo.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Ray with GamersBliss.com. We're here at the Activision booth at E3 2003 or 2013, and we saw one of the best games, in my opinion, of the show floor, and that's called Destiny, right behind me. This game is the new title from Bungie, and it's being published by Activision, and it's really been blowing me away, just the sheer amount of technology just put into this game. You got seamless servers and stuff like that, allowing players to drop in and out of games on the fly, and with other things too, such as the multiplayer being only allowed in the single player, and it's all kind of a mesh. So that's really a treat to see. The sheer polish of the game as well is just breathtaking. Another thing I want to touch on is the game is almost like Borderlands and a Call of Duty game and a Horde mode all put into one. So you're really getting the complete package as far as Destiny is concerned, and it's my E3 pick of the year. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just too bad it was pushed back to 2014.
This is Jim from GamersBliss.com again, and we got Bethesda right here. I just got done playing Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is the next Wolfenstein game in the franchise, and it was actually pretty damn amazing. There's no multiplayer in the game, unlike the last Wolfenstein game, but it seems like they've just strictly concentrated on the single-player aspect of the game, and it is pretty damn interesting. Every single weapon in the game has at least one alternate firing weapon. You may not have it unlocked right away, but it just makes for... the weapons in the game are unbelievable. You can dual wield pretty much any weapon almost in the game. And there's pretty much not a scarcity of ammo. As long as you're killing enemies, you can pick up their ammo, you can pick up armor, health from enemies, all that stuff. I was even actually able to grab ammo and health from an enemy that I killed above me that was falling past me while I was hanging onto a rope. Specifically, one of the new guns that they have in there I'd like to talk about real quick is the plasma cutter, which basically you can use to cut certain chains, and you can use to cut fences to get inside them. Sometimes you've seen that kind of stuff in movies, but it was really cool, and it was a lot of fun, killing all the Nazis, and it seems more of like a reincarnation of the original Wolfenstein 3D as far as the story, the plot, and when it comes to the gameplay, you feel like you can just jump right into it. But like I said, every single gun has at least one alternate fire, and there's a lot more to it. There's collectibles, tons of stuff. But moving on, let's keep going.
I'm standing in front of Capcom right now, and it looks like Dead Rising 3 has let some zombies loose. Come on, let's go check it out.
Jim Dragenti with GamersBliss.com. Continuing our coverage on day 2 of E3 2013, and we just got another look at Dead Rising 3. Of course, Microsoft showed it at their press conference. It will be an Xbox One exclusive. It looks a ton of fun. If you enjoyed any of the previous Dead Rising games, whether it was arcade games or Dead Rising 2, off the record, you will love this. You play as Nick Ramos, which is a new character in the franchise, and there's a bunch of updates. A lot of stuff is basically the same, it just more or less improved. There's still the PP system, which is basically XP. There is a attribute system, which they have made a little bit more complex. You can basically unlock different, you can create weapons from blueprints just like the last game, but in this game you can use attribute points that you gain from leveling up to actually create weapons with more common smaller weapons than what the blueprints actually call for, which is pretty cool. It takes place in California. There's 4 districts, so it's a pretty big open world, zombies everywhere. You're going to be able to use Smart Glass, the Smart Glass app from your tablets or phones or whatever with it, and from that you can not only call in a drone strike and then get upgraded to an airstrike, like you may have seen at the Microsoft press conference, but you can also use the Xbox Smart Glass app to actually mark special areas or find special areas throughout the game, whether it's a gun shop or something, and you can literally mark it in game where you need to go to find that area. So that's pretty cool. Driving is a huge part of the game because it's an open world game. You'll be driving everywhere. Of course, clothing is back. There's an improved zombie AI system. But it's basically more or less, your typical Dead Rising game. If you liked any other ones, but it's just bigger and better and more badass.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Ray with GamersBliss.com. We are continuing our coverage in day 2 at the Konami booth of E3 2013. The title that we want to talk about is Metal Gear Solid 5, and there's a lot of confusion about the game because at first it was revealed that there was a separate title called The Phantom Pain, and then later it was confirmed that The Phantom Pain is indeed Metal Gear Solid 5. A couple things about Metal Gear Solid 5 is that David Hayter isn't going to be returning for his landmark role as Solid Snake, or actually Bit Boss, who is actually the key character in this game. Kiefer Sutherland is going to be assuming the role because of they want, I guess, more of a deeper, raspier voice, maybe a little bit more gritty, you know. The game is open world, and it looks to come to Xbox One and PS4. So it is indeed a next-gen title, and Hideo Kojima is going to blow us away again with a totally new system. It uses a Fox engine, and I couldn't be more excited about it. We also have some more Metal Gear Solid news called Metal Gear Solid Legacy. This is the title behind me. This actually is a PS3 exclusive. It's going to be out in 2013, and it holds 8 Metal Gear Solid titles and the original Metal Gear titles on the NES, as well as 2 digital cover graphic novels. So expect that to drop for around $50 this holiday season, and we couldn't be more excited for the Metal Gear franchise.
I'm Jim Girgenti here at GamersBliss.com, and again, we're continuing our behind-the-scenes E3 2013 coverage, and we're upstairs in the meeting rooms where everybody gets private meeting rooms, which is definitely a plus for anybody that's in the press or media. And we just got done seeing Witcher 3, which will be only on the next-gen consoles and the PC. So it'll be out for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and obviously the PC again, like I said. And it was absolutely amazing. It was very impressive. I will say this. I mean, the world is huge, and it's, you know, a unique RPG. Any Witcher fan anybody that's a fan of the franchise will know that The Witcher in general is a unique RPG, but it was phenomenal. There's an improved combat system, as well as, like I mentioned before, the world is huge, and there's no loading times when it comes to travel. You know, you can travel on horseback, you can travel by boat. But more importantly is that you can unlock fast traveling, and you know, when you fast travel, it's literally just like that, fast travel, no loading times whatsoever, and it was absolutely incredible. Obviously, the graphics were very impressive, just like, you know, we've seen pretty much most of the games on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and, you know, PC can do, you know, amazing graphics. So it wasn't surprising, but very impressive still. We're going to continue our E3 coverage. It's day 3 here, the last day. I'm a little tired from all the parties, but we're going to keep on rolling.
Welcome to the Ubisoft booth. Now, if you're not excited for most of the games on their lineup this year, you're nuts. The Crew, we got hands-on with that yesterday. Simply amazing. Here we also have a live demo of South Park: The Stick of Truth. Hilarious. And there's so much more here at Ubisoft. They made a huge presence here at E3. One of Ubisoft's newest titles and holder of some of probably the most awards at the show. Look at all of this. Now that game is going to be a game. Also at Ubisoft is Splinter Cell Blacklist. And here we get some wonderful pictures to take back. They will put you in front of a green screen and put you right in a